Hello and welcome back to the Little Craft House. Today is my last tutorial for 2023. We've had a whole year worth of tutorials and I hope you guys have enjoyed them as much as I have. I will be back in the new year with plenty more Polymer earring tutorials, so make sure you tune back in the next couple of weeks to see what I've got for you. Today, however, we are making these cute little Christmas tree earrings. Thought I would rush through making these so that I've got them in time for Christmas. So if you'd like to see how I make them and like to make some for yourselves too, stick around and I hope you enjoy the tutorial. Thanks for joining me for this year. Enjoy the tutorial and I shall see you next year. Bye. Okay, so Christmas is at the end of the week and today is my last chance to make some Christmas goodies. These ones are going to be a set of earrings. I thought I'd do matching earrings for myself, my mum and my sister. Christmas trees. So I've pulled out some pastel colours here. So this one is this Cernet Pearl and it has a beautiful metallic-y pearlized colour to it. I am going to mix it. I think it's a bit translucent, so I'm going to mix it with a little bit of white to hopefully just make it more of that pastel pink but still have the pearl tone through it. That's going to give me my pink. I've got some, the rest of these are all primos and souffles. Yep, that's on the outside, not on the clay. All primos and souffles. I've got the butter. I've got mint. I think this one was apricot. Yep, apricot. This one is one of the new ones. Where's the name? Ice Blue Pearl. So that's got a beautiful shimmer through it as well. And this one is Souffle Lilac Mist. So some beautiful pastel colours there. I'm just going to get this one all mixed up and then we will start our creating. Okay, so the pink has been mixed and I'm now going to cut off a chunk of each of these colours. I'm not 100% sure how much I need, so I'm just going to randomly cut some pieces about the same size of each colour. And the advantage of them being packet colours and not mixes like I usually like to use is that if I do need more, I can just cut a bit more off. And once I've got all my colours, I'm just going to give them a quick condition. So I'll just start by using my acrylic roller, just rolling and folding and rolling and folding until it softens up and makes it usable. We're going to be using an extruder in a minute, so we do need to make sure that they're nice and soft because it just makes using the extruder so much easier. And once each colour has been conditioned up and I'm happy with the quantity, I'm just going to roll it in my hands like this just to make them a longish log, and that's going to make the next step easier. So the next step is to grab my extruder and I'm going to find the disc that is the larger circle. Take these ones out, keep them in there so they don't get lost. I think that one might be too big. Okay, we're going to go this size one, because I think this is going to be a little bit too big. And I am going to clean it because it is dirty. I always make sure that I have a packet of alcohol wipes on my bench, a bit like a baby wipe, but it's alcohol wipe. They come in so handy for cleaning my tools and my hands and anything else that needs cleaning. I'm going to wind this bit back. And I'm going to put each one of these in one at a time. Oh, need to go back a bit further. wind and wind and wind, and we're going to get our nice spaghetti strand come out the end. Now, the winding extruders are by far the best type of extruders to use. They hurt your hands a lot less than the pushy type, but this one still hurts my hands quite a bit as well. So yeah, it's not the easiest. If you don't have an extruder, you can always roll these by hand, and having something like an acrylic plate would come in handy as well, just for keeping evenness. I have done that before in a few previous tutorials, but yes, because I'm doing quite a few today, I chose to use the extruder. Okay, so now I've got all my strands. I've put them in a bit of a colour order, I think, like that. So we're going to go from orange to yellow to pink to purple to blue to green. And I'm going to get a backing sheet. So this was just some scrap clay that I had around, mixed it all together, and I've put it through the pasta machine on the thinnest setting. This is going to be a base, and it's just going to hold the strands together a little bit nicer. So we'll just pop that down on my tile there. And I've got myself the metal cutter. This one is going to be our it's going to be the not the base, but it's like a stencil, a template. That's the word I'm looking for. It's going to be our template for going around. So I'm going to pop him in the middle there, and then we're just going to start with each strand. Actually, a smaller one would probably be better. Let me see if I've got one. Yep, okay. Going to go with the smaller one. And we're just one by one going to pop the strand, going to go around like so. Doesn't have to go all the way around, maybe about leaving that little tiny gap there will be fine. And just colour by colour go around until we get out as far as we can. And once I've been around with all the colours, I'm just going to start from the beginning again and just repeat the pattern. At this point, I'm just lightly pressing down each of these strands just so that they hold position, but I'm not giving a lot of pressure onto them. That way, if I do need to reposition, then it's easy enough just to pull it off and reposition them. Okay, so as you can see, I've removed that center piece there, and I just checked the sizing against the cutter I'm going to use. Now, originally I was going to use this cutter because I like this Christmas tree shape more, but I need to get 3 pairs of earrings out of it, and that's not going to happen with this one, I don't think. It'll be one, no, there'd only be 2 pairs. So I'm going to go the narrower one, which is fine, and I am going to cut those trees out. Now, I probably should have put this on baking paper because I need to make sure that it's straight. Well, not straight because I want the curves to go, but I need to make sure I've lined it up properly. So I might start here and then work my way around. Well, first though, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give it a slight roll with my roller, not to distort it, but just to push it down onto the base and make sure that it is nice and stable on there, and so that the pieces won't come off. So just a light bit of pressure. Just going to flatten those circles and yeah, squish it on. I don't even know why I just did that one there, because now I'm taking up space that I could have needed. Okay, so my spacing ended up working out okay. 1, 2, 3, yes, 3 pairs of earrings sorted there. And I do have that gap now, so I might do, I wonder if I can get some stars out of it. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just do some circles. Let's do some studs. As usual, I want to be able to use up as much of this as I possibly can. I'm going to position the studs so that they have the same colour pattern within each of them, but I am going to try and use up as much of the pattern as possible. Even once I peel this off, I'm going to pop it aside and I will do something with the scraps. I'm not 100% sure yet. Might need to watch out in the shorts section of YouTube to see what I do with the scraps. How cute do they look? Alright, I'm going to put those on my tray and put them into the oven and get them all baked up. Okay, so fresh out the oven, and how good do these look? I'm so happy with them. I just need to now clean them up a little bit. So there's a few little like rough bits on them. Just needs a little bit of sanding and a little bit of trimming around the edge, so I'm going to just do that now. I was going to use my knife to start with, and I'm just going to use it to cut off any of those extra bits like that are sitting on there. This method helps when you've got to get into little tiny corners like that, which can be hard to get into with your drill. So when I say drill, I usually use a buffing attachment attached to my drill, and that's what I use to sand. It's nice and soft and it's not too coarse or harsh on the clay and doesn't leave scratches. So yeah, that's what I usually use to do my sanding, which I will run around the outside of these afterwards once I've knocked off all of the extra bulky bits. Alright, so I'm going to put all those ones to the side because they're all going to be studs, and I have now drilled my holes in my trees. Mucky here. And I've got some acrylic stars, so these ones have been laser cut out of acrylic, and I've already glued the backs on those. I did a whole bunch a little while ago so that when I get to this sort of project I don't have to wait for the glue to dry. I have silver and gold mirror, but I haven't done these ones. These ones are a holographic gold, which I thought were really pretty. So they're going to be 3 different types of tops, and we can fight over which ones we get later. I think I'm going to choose the silver ones, and my mum and sister can have the gold ones. So I just need to assemble these and then they will all be done. So as I was assembling these, I thought I probably should have put a little bit of decoration onto these trees as well. If I do them again next year, I'll probably put some little white dots or something maybe resembling lights or snow or something onto it, just so that they're not quite as plain. I don't know, I do like them with this colour, with just the colour rainbows on them, but maybe they do need something a little bit extra. But anyway, I like them the way they are this year, and yeah, I might change it up a little bit next year. I was also thinking that maybe a different variety that I could do would be with brighter colours, or even just like your Christmas colours, your white, green and red and gold or something like that. And even maybe like a black and white tree would be really cool too. But yeah, Christmas is less than a week away, so I'm going to leave them as is now, and next year I can change it up. So watch this space next year. You'll see me do something different. Okay, so I'm going to card them up now. Because I haven't got the backs of these ones yet, I'm just going to pop a little bit of blue tack on the back, and that way I will be able to photograph them. A little trick that I'm sure many of you guys use as well. The actual trick is remembering to remove the blue tack before you then go and gift them. So pretty. I'm not sure what I like best, the silver or the gold. I think I like the silver. But I also like that holographic gold too. There we go. How awesome are they? I wish that I had done this earlier in November or December, because I reckon these would have been awesome to have on my Christmas market stalls. They're really cool, really pretty. Well, thanks for joining me today, guys. As I said earlier, these ones are going to be gifted to both my mum and my sister, and I'm going to have a pair for myself so that I've got another pair of Christmas earrings to wear. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you've enjoyed watching me make these. They were quite fun to make, and I'm really pleased with the results. If you get a chance before Christmas, or maybe an early start to next Christmas, definitely give it a go. They were lots of fun and they look really pretty. So yeah, thanks for joining me, guys. Have a lovely Christmas if I don't speak to you beforehand, and I will see you in the new year. Bye.